trick roping, freezing to death, and 1,400-pound wheels of cheese. Presidential inaugurations get f***ing weird.
Facts about presidential inaugurations that sound like we made them up, but we did not.
Number 5, the basics. Inauguration Day is when the U.S. President-elect is sworn into office. It goes down January 20th in Washington, D.C., and there's a congressional committee to party plan this thing.
It's gonna be a hell of a party.
It's called the JCCIC, and they currently break Inauguration Day into 8 events. The new Prez rolls to the Capitol building. The Vice Prez swears in. Then the Prez swears in. Prez gives a speech. Old Prez rolls out. Some nominations and whatnot are signed. They grab lunch. Then we get a parade. Those are the basics. It's not set in stone.
They're more like guidelines anyway.
And some presidents mix it up. Number 4, presidents mixing it up.
Come on, let's get nuts.
Presidents use their inaugurations to make personal statements. It can get crazy quick. We're gonna rank these 0 to 5 Lincolns. 5 Lincolns being an absolute rager. 1993, Bill Clinton breaks out a saxophone at his inaugural ball.
Saxophone, saxophone.
1.5 Lincolns. 1953, Eisenhower was lassoed by trick roper Monty Montana during his inaugural parade.
That was a pretty wild night, eh?
Yes, lassoed. 3 Lincolns. 1829, Andrew Jackson got a 1,400-pound wheel of cheese to celebrate his inauguration and had an open house at the White House.
This is like a rager or something.
Thousands of people crashed it, trashed the joint, and the carpet stunk like cheese for months. 5 Lincolns. Number 3, so help me God. Wait, politics and religion? Who picked this fact? Presidents add "so help me God" to their inaugural oath. It's rumored George Washington improv'd this line in 1789, but don't spread that around. Historians argue about it.
Fake news.
One of America's principles is a separation of church and state, meaning there's a political distance between religious organizations and the government. Saying "so help me God" is a tradition, but it's not a constitutional requirement. Same deal with swearing on a Bible.
It's a tradition going back decades, centuries.
In fact, bad boy Teddy Roosevelt did not use a Bible when swearing in 1905. Oh, I think we got through that. The next fact is safer, right? Number 2, JFK's inaugural gala featured black performers 3 years before the Civil Rights Act. JFK's inaugural gala made a bold statement. This was a new era of inclusion. The musical lineup featured Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald, Harry Belafonte, and remember, this was 1961.
They were ahead of their time.
The guy in charge of the gala was Frank f***ing Sinatra. He also booked Louis Prima, Gene Kelly, Ethel Merman, Sir Laurence Olivier.
It's a bunch of dead people.
Yeah, they're all dead now, but these were big names. However, a blizzard knocked out electricity in Washington and trapped the performers in their rehearsal spaces.
This is the day of the show, y'all.
The gala happened, powered by generators, but it wasn't broadcast as planned. It's now referred to as the Lost Inaugural Gala. PBS actually aired the footage in 2017.
John and Jacqueline Kennedy are cheered by nearly 1 million. A stirring but chilled review in the freezing weather.
Number 1, Washington, D.C. gets cold. Here is a terrible analogy. If the JCCIC is Superman, winter is its Lex Luthor.
Now, when I kill Superman, they'll build statues in my honor.
Freezing temperatures forced Ronald Reagan to hold his second inauguration indoors in 1985. President William Taft held his indoors in 1909, same reason.
Why you got to be so cool?
In 1841, President William Henry Harrison said, "F it, I'm doing it outdoors, and I'm not wearing a coat." And he rolled out into the cold and gave the longest inaugural address in U.S. history. Less than a month later, he was dead from pneumonia.
Boy, what a way to go right there.
Harrison is not the only cold weather inaugural casualty. Ulysses S. Grant thought it would be cool to have canaries sing at his 1873 inauguration. The birds froze to death. Not cool, Ulysses. Not cool. If we got any facts wrong, please let us know in the comments. If we nailed it, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. Most importantly, thanks for watching.